Yo, what it is. So fuck it. I'm making a video. What else is new? It's a good day. God woke me up. You know what I mean? He gave me another chance. And that's my motto. You understand what I'm saying? Anytime I get another chance, anytime I wake up in the morning, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, it's a good day. Because truth is, I ain't had to wake up. So, I mean, I know it sounds trivial, me saying this, but sometimes you gotta change my speaking sometimes. I can't say you. I gotta say me. Sometimes I gotta remind myself. Sometimes it's good to remind yourself to appreciate the things that you have in your life. Because, yo, you don't have to have it. Last week you didn't have it. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, figuratively speaking, it could have been last month, last year. It could have been last school year. You ain't had what you have now. You understand what I'm saying? So, it ain't even about getting up new. I don't get nothing new every day. You understand what I'm saying? I very rarely get something new. So, it ain't the fact that I got something new that I start to appreciate what I have. It's just the day-to-day pondering about, life and, what I have and what I have to do and, all that stuff. It really makes me understand, like, dang, sometimes those thoughts come across, like, dang, I'm blessed. So, I'm very thankful to be blessed. And I appreciate it. I make sure that I think about that shit. You feel what I'm saying? I make sure that, I give some type of attention to the fact that I'm blessed. Some type of focus. You understand what I'm saying? I don't just ignore it. I don't just neglect it. You understand what I'm saying? So, maybe it's a problem for some people, maybe it's not. But I'm speaking for me. But it might help you. If it worked for me, it might work for you. Because we all people. We all experience the same things. You know what I'm saying? We all on the same mission. We just trying to, make sure we can eat something every day. We trying to grow our network. That's it. We all on the same mission. So if it worked for me, it probably worked for you. I'm an everyday citizen. You understand what I'm saying? I got family. I got friends in America. I'm an American. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure there's hundreds of millions or more Americans that deal with what I deal with on a daily basis. It's just that I'm strong and I'm able to put up with it. So as a leader, I'm here for you, for that inspiration, if nothing more. You understand what I'm saying? I got a lot of knowledge and information that I could share that will help you. You understand what I'm saying? Things that are really help, though. Not just some things like, they hit you with these little get-rich-quick schemes and have you hitting people up and going to meet people and meet 1 out of 100 motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's still progress. Don't get me wrong. See, I'm always optimistic. And regardless, that's still progress. The more people you talk to, you gotta meet one. You gotta get 1 out of 100. You feel me? So I'm always optimistic. But at the same time, that's a struggle. It's a real grind, but it's a struggling type of cruddy, dirty grind. But if you come up on it, you get residual income from that type of grind. You understand what I'm saying? Those little get-rich-quick schemes. If you really grind and do it, it's more than just get-rich-quick. Yeah, it's get-rich-quick, but you get into it like it's a video game and you get to know it and learn it. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, you can really blow up as a scammer. You really can, but the fact that, you get what you put out, regardless. So even if it's a get-rich-quick scheme, if you put a lot into it, you're going to get a lot out of it. But see, the main thing is most people get into it, and then they start to understand, like, damn, they get to asking questions. They get to asking themselves questions. See, you ain't got nobody around you to ask questions, and then they can hustle you. You feel what I'm saying? Just tell you something to get your mind off it. No. See, you actually going through the process of this shit. So you actually experiencing it. You actually got first-hand knowledge of what's going on. So that's what make you ask yourself questions. Like, what if I do this? So what if I don't do this? You understand what I'm saying? And it makes you become disinterested once you start asking people, other people that do it, that you learn to do it. Hey, did you make some money yet? Because this is how it all go, yo. I'm a citizen, yo. I'm telling you, I done went through it. I know what you going through. I know what you doing. You understand what I'm saying? So you ask another person, like, you made some money? They like, no, I've been working here for only a week. Like, dang, why everybody that I ask, did they make some money yet? They only been working here for a week or 2 weeks. Nobody, nobody made the money. The only people that made money is the ones that got the suits on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you get to ask yourself questions, and then you get to figuring it out. And then you become unmotivated, and you don't want to do the shit no more. So it's a get-rich-quick scheme. That's what it is. They scams for real. For real, they scams. That's why you feel some certain type of way about it, and you get the questioning because it's not legit somewhere, and they hiding it. So us as humans, it's natural that we ask questions because we trying to get down to the bottom of it. If motherfuckers hide too much shit, you don't even try to deal with them. You don't trust them. It's the same thing with the hustle game. A motherfucker selling you something, and you ask them what's wrong with it. He like, no, say a motherfucker selling you a car. And he like, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with the car? And he like, oh, nothing. Oh, it's just nothing. You know, any other motherfucker will be like, oh, nothing. It probably needs some tires in a little bit. And it probably like leak oil or something. But besides that, it's cool. You understand what I'm saying? But motherfucker just be like, nothing. You already know something ain't right. You understand what I'm saying? So they hiding something. So that's when you start to ask questions. You got to know what questions to ask. You got to ask the right questions. You understand what I'm saying? All this is related. Is a hustle. This is how we make our money. This is how we trying to succeed. This is how we trying to get by. You understand what I'm saying? So it's all about questions. Now, like I said, I ain't on no get rich quick type thing. I'm more long term. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I know what I know. I know a lot of shit because I've been through a lot of shit. And when I get down with it, I'm in it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's basically the big difference between a get rich quick scheme and that. So the knowledge I got, it ain't no get rich quick shit. It's shit that you got to sit down and you got to study it and you got to learn it. You got to understand what's going on because once you start trying to tap into this financial shit, and when you start tapping into shit that can actually benefit you, these people that's behind the scenes controlling it, or they not really controlling it, but they handling the paperwork. They ain't got no authority, but they trying to exert some type of authority that they wasn't given. You understand what I'm saying? So you battling against ignorance for one, and then you battling against quasi power because it's like fake power is like they really don't have no power. You understand what I'm saying? But they make you think they have power. You understand what I'm saying? But when they come at you like that, like they got power, you got to shut them motherfuckers down and show them like, no, you're a public servant. Most of the shit that we go through, we had to deal with public servants. They people that work for some type of agency or some type of company that's contracted through some type of agency. I'm telling you, this is how the shit go. Like 90% of them motherfuckers. All right, you got the few couple jobs that's private and independent and they don't got no type of political assistance. But for the most part, most of them motherfuckers do. And that's the type of knowledge I got. I got the knowledge to beat these motherfuckers. Because why? Because you gotta know this is the life that we living in. This video getting a little bit long, so I'm gonna have to cut it off, but it's just talks, you know what I mean? I wake up in a good mood. I wake up with a good day because I know that these motherfuckers ain't gonna just trample over top me. And if they do, go ahead and let them. Because they gonna have to pay me. So when I'm finished going through whatever I'm going through, then I'm coming right back to live a bigger, better life than I lived before. So they gotta be careful how they come because they not just trying to pay out. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like a sport. You gotta keep the other team in mind too. Just because they got a good shooter don't mean they're going to come down every time and keep shooting that motherfucker. They can. Go ahead. Let them do that. The other players, they going to be cold. So let them do that, and then late in the fourth, we're going to lock him down, and then all the rest of the players, they're going to miss. They're going to come through in the fourth. They better practice every day on how to come through in the fourth. So that's my whole point of the video. You understand what I'm saying? If you got another day, you got a day to learn how to beat your enemies, to learn who your enemies are, and learn how to beat them. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. This is a word. This is a spiritual battle. It's been a spiritual battle. This shit that we see in the flesh is just a representation of it. But the main life that's being lived, or whatever the word I'm looking for, the main life structure is spiritual. And people, you gotta be able to get that through your mind. You understand what I'm saying? It's spiritual. This third dimension is just a representation of what's spiritual. Why? So we can experience it. So we can emotionally experience it. You understand what I'm saying? So if you got the chance, if you woke up this morning and you're able to watch this video, feel blessed, count your blessings, appreciate your blessings. But now on, once a day, just try to take 5 minutes out of your day just to focus on just how blessed you are. And I'm telling you, you're going to get even more blessed. You're going to start to appreciate the things you got more. A lot of the negativity that's in your life, you're going to like naturally just want it to leave because you appreciate what you have. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just little words of knowledge, inspiration for those who might be, you might be feeling down, or you might actually just be feeling in a good mood and just looking for some words of inspiration to keep going. This is it. You know what I mean? That's what I do. You feel what I'm saying? If I can't do nothing else, I just can make your day feel better. You know what I mean? So it can go smoothly from the time I make it feel better to the time you go to sleep. You understand what I'm saying? And that pride will make the rest of your week go by. So, you know what I mean? Keep in contact with me. You know, I'm right here on this channel, so you can always find me here if you can't find me nowhere else. If you can't find me nowhere else, thewitnet.com, that's going to be up. You know what I'm saying? That's me. So as long as I'm around, you know what I mean, I'm going to make sure that thewitnet.com is up. You know what I mean? And that's where I'm going to be at. You know, I'm going to go chill over there. You know, thewitnet.com is basically a network of witty motherfuckers. You know, people that's just ahead of the curve a little bit. You understand what I'm saying? People that have a little vision. You understand what I'm saying? That can take their vision to the next level. That might not be there yet, but understand where they're going and know what they're doing, know how to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to create a network of individuals like that, and we're going to come together and build something. That's my promise. That's my promise to you. That's my promise to me. We use the witnet.com to build something bigger. And I'm going to let that take on a mind of its own. So subscribe to my channel if you feel my vision. If you know what I mean, you got some type of input that you would like to add, or comments, likes, subscribes, whatever. Just stay in contact with me and hit me up. Peace.